Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We are going to be talking about Caramel Sunday's Trick or Treat. At the time that I am filming this, I am actually filming this the day before their final call for fall, which will be their August 23rd restock, happening at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This fragrance is going to be available, I know for sure, in 3 formats in the candles tomorrow. This is a fragrance that they tend to bring back year after year. So if you're watching this review at a later date, great. I hope you guys will still get, the info that you want for in terms of the fragrance profile and the performance. But for all intents and purposes, I feel like initially this video, I'm kind of speaking to the audience that is looking to watch this for the restock that is happening in August 2026. So, like I said, available in 3 different formats. I am a Caramel Sundays brand ambassador, which means that I was able to place a pre-order for some of these 2-wick fragrances. I am also available, or I have access, I should say, to a little bit of a discount. So always want to put that out there, being fully transparent. As always, you guys know I will keep my thoughts honest with you guys, regardless of my affiliation with the brand. We all know Caramel Sundays is a small business based out of Monroe, Georgia. Non-toxic ingredients, everything from the 100% soy wax formula to the REACH-compliant fragrance oils that they use, paraben, phthalate, VOC free, all the things that we don't want in our candles, they do not have. So let's go ahead and talk about Trick or Treat here. This fragrance has notes listed of top notes of caramel apple, lemon zest, sugar. Mid notes of orange zest, velvet musk, and nutmeg. Base notes of sugar crystals and clove. All right, you guys. So what does this fragrance smell like to me? First and foremost, I'm going to speak to my friend Terry here. Terry, you don't got to be worrying about the caramel apple note at the top. I think some people see that and it might scare them off. You guys, to me, this fragrance, the best way that I can kind of describe it to you guys is that to me, what my nose is smelling, this is very much if you are somebody who likes fruity candy, but a really nice, pretty take on it. A lot of the times, you guys, when I have smelled fruity candles, like they're trying to be candy-like, whether that's around Easter time to be like a jelly bean scent, or here around Halloween, a lot of people do that. Or I shouldn't say people, a lot of brands do. They kind of want like a fruity candy. For those of you guys who don't want chocolate, when kids go trick-or-treating, they tend to get, those fruit-based candies like Starburst, Skittles, those types of things. I'm going to tell you guys, to my nose, what I smell here, this reminds me of like an empty bag of Skittles. That's the vibe that I'm getting. The type of candy to me that this reminds me of is Skittles. However, don't hear that and be like, well, tune out. That's what I want you guys to understand, is that it's like smelling Skittles, but that velvet musk note in here, the sugar crystals, it's pretty. It sounds so funny because if somebody were to tell me like, hey, this candle smells like Skittles, I'd be like, I don't want my house to smell like that. But the velvet musk note in here is very, very similar. If you are familiar with Caramel Sundays and you tried a fragrance over the summer called Cabana Colada, if you are familiar with that fragrance, it also had kind of that velvet musk. It was a very pretty, very like pretty take on like a fruity cocktail type of drink. And I have said this, as well as I know Amy from Beloved Fragrance Finds. I think she was the first one to kind of coin this term. She and McKenna both agree with it. McKenna from the Joyful Candle. They both said that Cabana Colada in the summertime, they said that is the summer sister to the fall trick or treat. And I totally agree with them, you guys. This just has such a pretty take on it. Now, this is not perfumey to my nose. It doesn't come across as like body care. You guys know for me, I don't like home fragrances that come across as like creamy or lotiony. This is just, it smells like a Skittles bag, but it's also kind of like refreshing and pretty. Again, it's that velvet musk that they're putting in here. It's not overly dense and perfumey and artificial. There's nothing about this, you guys, that smells like super artificial to me. It's just, oh my gosh, it's just so, so pretty. I think all of those fruit notes that they're putting in there, the lemon zest, the the caramel apple. Again, you guys, I'm not smelling, this is not a caramel apple fragrance. If you want caramel apple, they do have a fragrance called caramel apple that is going to, or caramel dipped apple, that's going to be available in this restock. They also have their fall cider fragrance, which is really, really similar to Bath & Body Works Cider Lane, which to my nose, that has always come across as a caramel apple. And I will tell you guys, I am today actually burning those two fragrances together. So I'm burning Trick or Treat out here in the open concept, and I'm burning Fall Cider in my bedroom. And the fragrances do complement each other very, very well as I move from room to room, despite being very different fragrances in general. But again, you guys, this Trick or Treat, it's just pretty. I would say that if you are familiar with Cabana Colada, if you tried that in the summertime and you like it, this is going to be a safe buy for you. Because again, it's just in that family where it's fruity, but it's not overly artificial. It's not sharp. It just hits the nose really, really pleasantly. I have been surprised by how much I really like this one. And I do plan to purchase this in a 4-wick when it is available tomorrow. This is also coming in the 5-wick. I can't remember if I said that at the earlier part of this video, but this is going to be available in this 2-wick that you're looking at, which is $34. The 4-wick, which will be $64.99, that's 40 ounces of wax, and then 75 ounces of wax is in the 5 wicks, and those retail for $99. Cost of shipping is already built into the price of all of that. But yeah, you guys, this, oh man, it's really, really pretty. Now we can go ahead and talk about the performance on it, because guess what, you guys? The performance on this is very surprising to me, given that the fragrance, when you smell it, once again, you guys, when I stick my nose into it, and even the fragrance that I smell right now, it is not a sharp, smack you in the face type of fragrance profile. It's one that, like, when I initially stick my nose in it, I would think like, oh, okay, this 2-wick, it might be like a 5 or a 6. Nope, no. This fragrance, you guys, throws at about an 8 for me in this little 2-wick. This little sweet 2-wick here. Now, keep in mind, I do burn my candles in hurricanes, but out here in my open concept, you guys, it is definitely noticeable and present. Again, it's not cloyingly sweet. There's just something about this, you guys, that is just done so beautifully well. I think that is one of the things that Caramel Sundays just nails. It's almost like they're, like, I know they're trying hard, right, to get their fragrances right, but the way that they are delivered, you guys, they just, when you start to smell them, you know, when you get them in, when you light them up, when they're filling your home with fragrance, they're just kind of like that girl who is just so effortlessly pretty. They just seem like they're just not trying hard, you know, like they don't have to try hard, because that's just how the fragrances come off to me. They're not screechy. They're not trying to be too much. They just are, and they're beautiful the way that they are. I don't know. That's just kind of my little weird, you know, those of you in the candle community, y'all know we can be kind of weird when we describe our fragrances, right? But this one for me, you guys, in this little 2-wick out in the open concept, this is about an 8 for me. But again, it's not screechy. It's not overwhelming. This is something that when people have walked into my home, they're like, wow, it smells really good in here. But they're like, it's very different from anything that I've ever smelled. And I'm like, yeah, I love it. I love it. It's pretty easy to say. I love this fragrance. So yes, this one does get 2 thumbs up from me. The packaging is really cute too, you guys. This is a little doggy. If you're looking at Hocus Pocus, Hocus Pocus is also an animal in a little costume. I believe that one is a cat. But y'all know me. I'm going to actually skip out on Hocus Pocus despite the cute cat. I know that is Autumn Jam with a mahogany note, and I'm not really a fan of mahogany, so I don't plan to get that one. But got a nice deep wax pool, not having any issues with the wicks. I can go ahead and show that to you guys. So yeah, this is definitely 2 thumbs up from me. Again, I do plan to purchase this in a 4-wick. I'm really happy to have it. It pairs beautifully, you guys. My favorite combo right now, because this is a little bit more of like a unique fragrance, this paired with Fall Cider. If you have that one in your collection already, if you have Bath & Body Works Cider Lane, you know, burn this with that one and thank me later. It's a beautiful, beautiful combination. So let me know in the, not in the description box, goodness gracious. Let me know in the comment section if this one is on your wish list, if this is one that you have had in the past. What does your nose detect? If you happen to have had Cabana Colada and you've also had this one, do you guys agree that they're kind of in that same family. You know, again, very different fragrance notes. They're not the same, but the way that they're executed reminds me an awful lot of each other. They're taking a fruity base, but elevating it and making it, it's that velvet musk, you guys. There's just something about it that it just makes it pretty without it being overly heavy and perfumey, without it being too much. So yeah, let me know, you guys, if you've tried both and if you agree with that assessment. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern, Caramel Sundays will have their final fall restock, and make sure you're signed up for those early text alerts. And the last thing that I did want to say, you guys, is if you're still wanting to go on the website to look at the fragrance notes, narrow down your list, you all know you have to shop with a list on this one, with this brand, I should say. Make sure you guys do that prior to Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern, because I do know around noon is when they usually take the website down, so that way they can make sure that everything is properly loaded with proper inventory marks and all that kind of stuff. So make sure you guys get to that. I would say on the safe side, have it finalized by this evening, because once that site is down, you're not going to be able to go in and look at fragrance notes. They're not going to answer DMs about that. They're going to be very, very busy getting ready for the restock. So yeah, I will make sure that I have my Caramel Sundays playlist linked at the end of this one, you guys, in case you want to check out any other reviews. I have a lot of reviews, you guys, for the candles that are available in this restock. I want to say that I probably have, oh gosh, maybe 15 of the candles that are going to be available. I think I already have dedicated reviews on for you guys. So if you want to check out that Caramel Sundays playlist, you can get my thoughts. Some of them are from this year. Some of them were from 2025, but at least you can get an idea of what the fragrances smell like to my nose. All right, you guys, I feel like I've covered it all. Again, if you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you like candle content, feel like you vibe with me, I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.